Ahoy mates!
Hi!
Welcome on board Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas. We're actually here to give you a full ship tour of said Navigator of the Seas.
Yes, we're gonna go through the entire ship and show you literally everything.
And right now we are standing on top of the world, on top of the ship here, on top of the brand new lime and coconut pool bar, which we'll be showing you. So, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down and we're gonna work our way all the way back up till we get back up to here.
Yeah.
That kind of jazz. So you'll notice a couple of areas we actually went ahead and filmed on day one because like the kids area. So there might be some editing magic here or there, but we'll let you know when we transition to something. But we're gonna take you through and show you literally everything that we can, give you a full and complete ship tour here of Navigator of the Seas. And if you'd like to see more of the things on board or us doing the activities and such, be sure to check out our daily vlogs, which we'll link to and will be in the playlist for Navigator of the Seas along with this video. With that said, please join us as we give you this full and comprehensive tour. Let's go! Okay, we're down on deck one in the craziness because this is where you can disembark when you're at the port, which is what's happening right now. So here's the elevators, and you can see that the medical sign was pointing this way because it says medical facility there, which we're not going to go in because people being treated and such there. But should be noted that you can only access via the Stateroom elevators and stairwells, which are the ones towards the back of the ship.
Correct.
So you need to come through those and then come here to the medical facility.
Yes.
And other than the medical facility and the gangway to get off the ship, that's it for deck one.
Yep.
Let's head up. Okay, now we're up on deck two. We've just come up the Stateroom elevators and stairs from deck one, like we just showed you, which we said though towards the back of the ship. Now you'll see though, there's this break, so you cannot transverse deck two to get to the conference center. So what we need to do is go up to deck four, come over to these elevators and stairs, then come back down to deck two. So let's do that so you can see how to get there.
Yeah.
Okay, back on deck two. So now you'll see we were back here on the elevators and stairs at the back. We came up four, came across, and came down these stairs at the front so that we can get to the conference center, which is right here. We have the service desk right here, Crown and Anchor Society loyalty desk, as well as the conference center right inside here. So they do have video boards outside that show what's going on that day, and then various conference rooms. Room C, see they got table and chairs, televisions, and then multiple rooms that go back here for your conference needs. So that is actually it for deck two, just the staterooms and then this conference center and then the Crown and Anchor Society loyalty desk with the hours. That's it for deck two. Back up to deck three. Alright, so we just come up the stairs, elevators right here to deck three, which is the main entrance of the Royal Theater. As you can see right here, the Royal Theater is closed right now, but we did show what it looked like in our day two vlog.
Yes.
And we can actually put some video of that in right now. And we're back. So yes, Royal Theater, you can also access it on deck four right here. Now, as far as anything else at the front of the ship on deck three, it's just staterooms. We now need to go to the back of deck three, but guess what? We can't transverse deck three because of the same situation on deck two and one. So we have to go back up to deck four, go down to the Stateroom elevators and stairwells, back down to deck three. So let's do it. Alright, back on deck three. As you can see on the map, this is where we were just a minute ago, but again, you can't transverse, you can't come through. This is a backstage crew area only. So we had to go back to deck four, walk across, and come down these stairs to get to the back for deck three. So this is where the dining room is, art gallery, and studio B, as well as some staterooms. But after this point, so 1, 2, 3, you can't transverse. You have to go through the forward elevators or stairs to access things at the front, or you have to use the Stateroom elevators or stairs to access things from the back on 1, 2, and 3. But from 4 on, you'll be able to transverse and go across. So hopefully it hasn't been too confusing. So coming right off the stairs and elevators in, right here in the back of the ship, is the main dining room. They usually have a name, but we haven't seen a name for this one. We can peek inside really quick and show you what it looks like. We did show this on a daily vlog, but they are resetting for service right now, so we're not gonna go in. I'm just gonna show it. see, it's a pretty nice dining room. It's got 3 levels to it, and then the big statue with the artwork at the grand staircase in the back. So pretty nice and standard dining room. And they do have a menu board right outside here, a touch display, and not only will it show you the menu for the main dining room, but also any of the specialty restaurants that you choose. Now, coming right out of the dining room area, we proceed here. You can see the art. This is kind of like the art gallery, although it's not in its own separated room. As you can tell, it's kind of just out here for everyone to peruse as they come through. But the sign does say art gallery, so there's also some restrooms available here, and it kind of ties in really well because across from it is the photo gallery. So we have the photo gallery on this side, we have the art gallery on this side, and in the photo gallery you can actually have pictures taken. You can purchase pictures that you've had taken. You can buy camera equipment like GoPros, things like that, and they have all these little kiosks set up where you can click on, swipe your card, look at your photos, and purchase them.
Yeah, we haven't had any photos taken, so we can't show you an example, but all you would do is just swipe your CPass card, and then you can look at photos that have been taken throughout the cruise. And actually this one says that it's designated for aquacoaster photos only, so I guess they take photos on the aquacoaster, which you'll see a little bit later.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we do have the staircase that goes up to deck 4, but right here at the end of where we can access is Studio B, the center ice studio. This is where they do ice shows as well as free session ice skating. They do some game shows and other kind of live entertainment in here, and also laser tag battle for Planet Z. We'll put some video in right now to show you what it looks like inside. So that's it for deck 3 and the end of the discombobulated, disjointed deck plans.
Yeah, I'm sorry if it was a little bit confusing. That's why Matt was trying to show the map as much as he could, just to give you kind of a sense of how it's working. But it's really not too disorienting when you're actually on the ship. It's just you may have to go up a little bit to go down.
So let's head up to deck 4, we'll show you the rest. So deck 3, Studio B, we're now taking the grand staircase. Look at the beautiful artwork here in the Centrum area. And we land back on deck 4. So to kind of get oriented, this is the back of the ship. That's the front of the ship. Starboard, port side. So we turn to the back, we come across this little suspended bridge by the glass elevators, and we see where you can enter the main dining room for deck 4 as well. So that's kind of the only thing on the back side here. But we now return to the Centrum area, and we have a couple different things. So let's go over here. On the right, we do have Starbucks. Now this is an additional cost, even if you have the beverage package.
Yes, it doesn't matter what package you have to pay for Starbucks. Period, point blank.
It is here. They have all your coffees. They do have some pastries and some souvenir cups that you can purchase. Some like bar style seating, tables and chairs here. Back towards the main Centrum with the artwork. You have the piano here for live entertainment, as well as a stage for some more live entertainment and seating. This is for Boleros, the Latin lounge. This is where they'll have salsa dancing, live music. They have a bar here in the center, and then they have all this seating that comes back. They even have this really cool car seat design there. Very nice touch. We will proceed forward from Boleros and Starbucks and the Centrum, which you can see goes on up, but we're gonna come get the rest of deck 4. Are you feeling lucky? It's Casino Royale. It's a pretty bland entrance to this Casino Royale.
A lot of the other ships that we've been on, like this kind of like clear flooring, it has like fun stuff that goes with like the theme. Mirror, I think it was like carnival like kind of stuff, and then Jewel, it was something that I don't
like
know.
oceanic creatures or something like that.
And I might be getting those mixed up.
Or they'll have like art up on the walls, but
yeah,
not on this one.
This one, it seems like they kind of try to make it like kind of modern.
So entering Casino Royale, which we can show you because it is closed right now, they have the cashier over here, but then they have all your table games, roulette, poker, blackjack, and they have TVs suspended over all of those, so that's very nice. This side is all of your slot machines. I mean, it's just slot machine after slot machine after slot machine after slot machine. They do have the Keymaster game as well as the cash claw grabber. They have several coin pushers, and they do lotto drawings in this casino as well. So you can see it's pretty sprawling, pretty good size here. This staircase will take you up to deck 5 in the Royal Promenade. We're going to get to that in a minute. Here they have the casino bar located centrally. Again, the table games continuing on down, roulette, all that stuff, craps, and more TVs suspended up above. Slot machines continuing on through this area, and then we kind of come to the end. More slot machines. There's a ramp if you need to access the table games there, and a change machine for the coin pusher here, and the one over there as well.
Also too, I've kind of noticed ashtrays on both sides.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was just that, because some of them were standalone and some of them were the carry around ones. So I don't know if there is an actual designated separation point.
We now exit Casino Royale and we enter the Schooner Bar. One of our favorites, always done the same idea, nautical motif, but differently in each one.
Yeah, it's different each one. Nautical always though.
Yeah, so we get a little pan around here. You can see they have all this comfortable seating, the glass and wood tables, the nautical artwork that comes, ropes and sails and all that. This is the Schooner Bar itself with the bar seating, and they actually have some TVs here, so that's pretty cool. With the cruise compass going and the map, big portholes that go out on the side of the ship, as well as some additional seating. And back here, this nice little loungy area.
Beautiful that painting.
Yeah, nice artwork, nice woodwork, just all comes together. And then the coolest part to me, they have the piano player here. You know, whichever piano player is on board for your sailing will be here pretty much every night, but they actually have a bar attached to the piano where you can sit at, tickle the ivories. Okay, so here's the Schooner Bar back there where we came through from Casino Royale. So then we have our stairs and elevators back to the Royal Theater where you can enter on this deck as well. But then the last thing we want to show is Hooked Seafood. This is a specialty restaurant not included with your cruise fare. We did dine here on night 1, so if you check the day 1 vlog, you can see us going over all the food and the menu and everything they had to offer. So I think we can go inside here and show you what it's like.
You have to use the button to open the door.
Hit this button on the side, the handle doesn't work. So we'll just pop in really quick, show you what it looks like in here. It's very nice. Lots of wood, lots of color, nautical touches, big porthole windows, oars, all that jazz.
We really enjoyed it when we ate here.
And so then we back out, and again, just the Royal Theater there, elevators and stairs. That's a bow on deck 4.
Yeah.
We're gonna take these fancy stairs and just to go up to deck number 5.
Yes.
Alright guys, so you see the Royal Theater down there, deck 3, deck 4. We've just come up these stairs to deck 5 where we landed in the beautiful Royal Promenade. We're going to get to that in a second though, because we want to turn back here towards the front of the ship to show you that there is the Star Lounge right across. So you would just come up to 5, the Royal Promenade, or the stairs and elevators, and go right across either side. We'll get you into the Star Lounge. There was also entrance to the Diamond Lounge there.
Yes.
Kind of an interesting placement. That's not normal, but...
Yeah, it's kind of like tucked back in there to the side a little bit. We can't go over there right now because they're actually doing a crew meeting, a safety meeting over there, so we don't want to disturb them. But it's just kind of tucked into the side before you get into the Star Lounge.
Yeah, so you can see it says Star Lounge right there above. You just go through, and it's just a big open lounge. It's kind of plain, honestly, but there's a big space in there. They have some special events, so you just go across there, and then right here on the left would be the entrance to that Diamond Lounge. So that's the Star Lounge and the Diamond Lounge. And Actually, too, there are doors when you go in, I think on the right and probably on the left too, where you can go outside and transverse the deck to get to the helipad. But there's other ways to access the helipad as well. You can go out on deck 4, actually right there by the theater, go outside, walk towards the front of the ship, and you're gonna take a staircase up and it dumps you off right into the helipad. Deck 4, there's the Royal Theater entrance from 4. We come outside to these big sliding glass doors out on deck, and then we walk forward and you can see that there's this staircase here, stairwell, and you just go up this stairwell and you walk forward down this deck past all these little barrels that are on the side, and this will take you out to the helipad. So pretty much everything you pass between where you come out and the actual helipad is crew only, and you'll see it labeled as such. Even this crew area right here at the front, right inside there, you can see the crew hanging out. There's like a punching bag and stuff up in there. That is for the crew. When we come out, we can see the actual helipad. There's usually not too many people out here because for whatever reason, the helipad is never labeled on maps, ever. You kind of just have to know how to get here. There she is.
There we are.
The bow.
As front as we can be.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we wanted to show you that because it is kind of convoluted how to get here.
I'm sorry, we can't show you the one that's accessed from the Star Lounge because they are doing crew training right now, so we can't go into the Star Lounge, but at least this is one way.
Yes. So now let's head back inside. We'll go back up to deck 5 inside the Royal Promenade and get our tour back on track. Alright, so back on deck 5, we just returned from the helipad, and now we are back inside the Royal Promenade. So let's start with this because there's a lot of things to see in here. So first up, on the left side, this is the starboard side of the ship. We do have the Cafe Promenade. There's a bar attached here. Also, this is where Ben & Jerry's is. So Ben & Jerry's ice cream right down at the end. We have the Cafe Promenade inside here. This is 24 hours, complimentary food, sandwiches, fruits, vegetables, some desserts, cookies, and of course pizza. They have all your sauces and condiments here, and plenty of seating. You can see chairs, tables, booths, all kinds of stuff. They do have drinks here, water, sometimes lemonade. They have some coffees and things like that, some teas here. And then this little area is kind of cool. It's kind of tucked back up in here. Not really labeled, but there's a lot more additional seating back here in the back of the Cafe Promenade. You just come through here and you can access that. And it just wraps back around and comes back out right here by the stairs and elevators, and the stairs back down to deck 4. Now, across from the Royal Promenade, we do have Playmakers Sports Bar and Grill. So as you can see, as you would expect with a sports bar, many TVs.
Yes, and actually they have a few arcade games in there, and they're actually free to use. They have Mario, Big, Buck Hunter, and Mrs. Pac-Man.
Yes, and you'll see these little boxes right here, and it'll say swipe $1, but you don't. You just hit the start button on the game, and it's free to play, and it'll start right up.
Yeah.
We actually played those on day 2, so check out our day 2 vlog if you want to see those in action.
Yeah, it was really fun.
But they have lots of fun stuff here, so plenty of seating, as you can see, high tops, low tops. They have a foosball table here. They have a pool table over here with sticks, balls, everything you need right there. It is a little small and it's not much space to play, but they do have the full bar as well as tabletop shuffleboard. Now next to the arcade games, there's more seating that comes back right here on the end of the bar. There's some bar rails here, more television on both sides, and then this is called the owner's box. This is a room that can sit, seems to about 15 to 20 people, and you can see all of the TVs that are in here. So I think this space can be rented out for private use, or if you have a large party, it can accommodate you here, back tucked up in the corner. Chelsea has the menu.
It's a very sports bar-esque food.
Starters, we have wings. They even have a challenge. Eat 100 of the hottest wings in 45 minutes and receive a t-shirt.
Ooh.
They have a burger, chicken sandwich, chicken tenders, and a campfire cookie and a touchdown sundae, which is served in a football helmet.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Then they have a bunch of beer.
Lots of beers, cocktails, drinks, all that kind of stuff.
Looks like you can get it by the pitcher. You can get it individually. lots of different things. Now, it's obvious if you saw the prices on the menu, this is an a la carte establishment. All right, so we have the Cafe Promenade, we have Playmaker Sports Bar and Arcade. I think I called it Sports Bar and Grill. It's actually Sports Bar and Arcade. So now we keep transversing here. These stairs just go up to this little bridge, which is where they usually use for crew events. They'll have people up there dancing or singing, things like that. There's the bar I mentioned attached to the Cafe Promenade. And then here's Ben & Jerry's at the end. They have several different flavors. These do change, so you'll just have to check on your sailing. But you see what they offer here. They have their flavors listed on the board, as well as the different sizes of cups and cones, and you see the price. They do milkshakes too. You see the prices. So this is obviously a la carte, as well as the specialty beverages: coffee, espresso, lattes, iced things, smoothies, and spirited coffees. So now we continue through. This is worth mentioning. They do have the Coca-Cola Freestyle machines. If you purchase the beverage package, you will receive a souvenir cup that you can use. So moving right along here, the next thing we come to is a new establishment. It's called To Dry For, and this is like a blow dry bar. They do cosmetic things and work. Gonna be a little speculative here. I'm not sure how big of a hit this is, because every time, literally, for the last 3 days we've walked by, there's been no one in here. Yeah,
I think the whole concept is if you, you know, if you're at the pool all day and everything and you wanna, you know, get your hair done, dried, you know, get it refreshed after a day in the sun and fun, you can come here and do it. And is it a bar as well? Like,
yeah, I think they serve you drinks.
So, but yeah, we haven't seen many people at it, and maybe they're just getting like their treatments in the back. That's quite possible, and we just didn't, you know, you can't see it from the outside. We haven't utilized it, but we haven't seen like a crowd of people here, so we don't really know too much about it. If you've done it before, let us know about it, and if you liked it, so we can kind of get some more knowledge about it.
Across from To Dry For, we do have the Copper and Clover with some outdoor seating and a statue of a dog. This is the British pub, and as you can see, it's typical pub fare. We got barrels, we got dark woods. They have the bar that goes along the whole back side, and then some just additional seating and chairs here. Say goodbye to the dog. So we come out of Copper and Clover, there's To Dry For, and we see that there's this stairwell that I mentioned earlier. This goes down to Casino Royale. So if you look down, you can see the slot machines that are lit up. So, and the bar is right below us. So that was that stairwell I pointed out in the casino. So you can take that from here in the Royal Promenade to get to the casino. Now over here, this is the Collection, and as well as the Port Merchants. So these are the two stores on board with the main shopping. They have perfumes, colognes, t-shirts, clothes, bags, everything you can think of in this store. And then over on the Port Merchant side is more like tobacco, alcohol, medicines, snacks, things like that.
And we showed some things that were in both of these stores in our day 2 vlog. So we can't go in there right now because they're shut down because we're in port. But if you want to see more specifically what they have, you can check our day 2 vlog.
There you go. So this is fun. Right across from those stores though, we do have the Bamboo Room. This was new when they redid Mariner of the Seas. We saw it there. They have it here on Navigator of the Seas as well. So a lot of fun like specialty drinks that you can get here. It's got this like tiki fun style to it. But what's cool is you can also get some food here. It is a la carte. You do have to pay extra for it, but they have like sliders and tuna and noodle salad, and as well as beers and wines. And it's tiki time. So we now turn and we can enter the Bamboo Room, which again has this tiki colorful style to it. It has all this comfortable wraparound booth seating, some fun pictures, flamingos, tikis, Hawaiian, Polynesian style to it. I think sometimes they'll do some activities in here. They'll have some informal meetups.
I saw where they had like a singles event here.
Yeah.
Like on the first night. So yeah, different stuff going on.
And then this is the actual bar area that wraps around there. And then they have the fun sign that says it's tiki time. And then there's the Cliff the Parrot. Mugs right there. So you can have your very own Cliff for $10. And that is it for the Bamboo Room. Say goodbye to the other parrots, the macaws. Now exiting back into the Royal Promenade, parked outside the Bamboo Room, is this cool Volkswagen open air rugged vehicle.
This is gonna be our new car.
That would be awesome.
No, I can't get in.
Nope. Across from the Port Merchants, that's where I mentioned they have the tobacco and alcohol. They do have the Regalia, which is the fine jewelry and the luxury watches, obviously closed as well because we are in port. Reach the end of the Royal Promenade, as noted by this cool statue of the gentleman up on the ladder. with the ruler, trying to get everything level for the sign that says Royal Promenade. So that is the end of the promenade, but one thing before we do leave I want to mention is that if you look up, you see all of these glass windows. Those are actually staterooms. They're called interior promenade. The other thing we should mention with the promenade is it's daytime right now, so there's nothing cool going on with the lights and stuff, but they do stuff at night. Go back and check out our day one vlog. You can see where it was all lit up in all these different colors, and it was totally awesome. We now exit the Royal Promenade. We're back in the Stateroom with the beautiful Stateroom chandelier. On this side of the ship we have the R bar, which is just pretty much a standard bar. They have the bar there, some extra seating, lounge space, tables, chairs, and that just continues on back there. Although they do have this fun little, like, almost looks like a picture frame that you can sit inside. Cool little photo op. Here back in the Stateroom, obviously the stairwell that goes back down to like the Starbucks and Boleros. But if we come on the other side, this is where they will keep all the important papers that you might need, like cruise compasses or information for the kids. And then this begins the guest services desk. So this is the line for guest services. Anything you might need here available at the guest services desk. They're kind of like the concierge of a cruise ship. You can even get papers, tip envelopes. This is the shore excursions desk, so it's very, very small. So now we're going to turn and come towards the back of deck number 5. All right, so there's the Stateroom where we just came from. Come across the bridge or go on the sides, and you can access the main dining room on deck 5 as well.
Yeah, and if you need to know which part of the main dining room that that you're supposed to report to when you do come, you just look at your C-Pass card.
So that is going to conclude deck 5, but we want to show you one thing really quick that you can see from the Stateroom / promenade. So we'll come back through here by the stairs and the elevators. We'll come back out towards the Stateroom, and then we turn and we look back up, and you can see it says next cruise desk. So that is, I wanted to point that out because it's kind of in a location that it's not normally at on ships. We're gonna go up there now, but I wanted to show you the sign. All right, looking back at the promenade and Stateroom, we were just down there where I showed you the next cruise sign, and now it's right above my head because this is the next cruise desk. Come here, book your next cruise. It's in the name. They'll give you some onboard credit or a reduction in price depending on whatever sale they have going on, depending on what category you book. And we highly, highly recommend you take advantage of that because it's probably going to be the best deal that you can get.
Yeah.
And if you're using a travel agent, you just let them know. The travel agent will receive full credit for the booking.
All you do is you just, if you do go to book and you do have a travel agent, if a travel agent booked your previous sailing that you were on right now, they'll just ask you, do you want to transfer to so-and-so, which is your travel agent, and you just say yes, of course. But if you didn't use a travel agent to book the sailing that you're on, but you want to use it for them for your next sailing, all you do is when you make your reservation on board, when you get home, just let the travel agent that you want to use know and give them your reservation number and things like that, and we can transfer they can transfer your reservation.
And here on the side of the next cruise desk, they do have flyers with information about the reasons why you should use it and the offers that they have, and then as well as the different itineraries and ships and sailings that they have coming up. So you can check those out, decide which one you want to do.
Yes.
So the rest of deck 6 is actually just staterooms, as you can see, next cruise desk and staterooms. So we are done with 6. We're gonna head up to 7.
Yeah.
And we have landed on deck 7. Real quick, this would be a good time to mention they do have these display boards every elevator and stairwell location pretty much.
Yeah.
And they're interactive. You can click what to do right now. It'll bring up the cruise compass and tell you what's happening at what different times. You can help find your stateroom if you get lost, where's the restroom, different venues. You can check dining and get menus. It's available in different languages. It has the daily information. So, you know, if you couldn't find your stateroom, ours is 1119. Enter, and it will give you step-by-step directions. Proceed along deck 7, so you follow the red to the elevators and stairs at the front, and then take the elevator up to deck 11 and walk to the stateroom.
I didn't notice too, it also shows like an overview from the side.
Yes, so that's very helpful.
Yeah.
Now as far as deck 7 is concerned, it's mostly staterooms. The only thing we do need to show you is that there is a library and card room here, where this is right above the next cruise desk. So it'll be nice and quiet. So you can see there's tables to play games, there's books you can borrow, and then a really nice view looking back out to the Stateroom and the Royal Promenade. That is it for deck 7. Deck number 8, just staterooms.
We're going up.
Going up. Deck number 9, just staterooms.
Going up.
Ba-boing. Deck number 10, just staterooms.
Up again.
Yeah. Though before we leave deck 10, maybe worth mentioning 10, 9, 8, just staterooms, but we do have these little walkouts where you can look down open air into the Stateroom, kind of into the Royal Promenade, the glass elevators, the big windows, and the art. So
it's a really nice view. I mean, this is a very pretty space.
Oh, absolutely. So you can check those out. But otherwise, just staterooms. Back up. All right, we have reached deck 11. This is where the madness starts. To get you reoriented though. So you see this is the front of the ship, the back of the ship, the Stateroom elevators and stairs. That's where we're at now. So we're gonna show you the back first, then we'll head towards the front. So coming off the stairs and elevators, the big thing back here is the dining. We do have the entrance, Windjammer Marketplace, Chops Grill, and Jaime's Italian all through here. So you actually enter what looks to just be the Windjammer, but it's actually the other restaurants as well. Hand washing stations on the right and left, as well as hand sanitizer. So if we turn right, you can see that they have the Windjammer there. That's Chops Grill, where you enter for the dining. And then we turn back to the left, and we have Jaime's Italian, the Italian dining. We actually ate here on night 2, so if you check our day 2 vlog, you can see what it's like to eat at Jaime's Italian. We will be dining at Chops tonight.
Yeah.
So check the day 3 vlog to see what dining at Chops is like.
Yes.
All right, so Jaime's Italian right behind us, and then of course over there, Chops Grill. Both of these venues are about to start seating people for lunch, so we're not gonna go in there right now. We don't wanna disturb anyone who's trying to dine, but because we ate at Jaime's last night and we'll be eating at Chops tonight, do a little bit of editing magic, and we'll put some video in those 2 venues right about, now. There you go.
Now you're caught up.
So right there is where you enter the Windjammer. Of course, Chops right there, and Jaime's Italian behind us. That side of the Windjammer is currently closed, but it's okay because it's a mirror image.
Yes, so as we go through, you'll kind of see this side and this side is exactly the same. When you get to the middle, once we go back, that has some different stuff. So same, different.
Yeah, you do have a bar, which just always makes me laugh. A bar inside a buffet, but
get your mimosas at breakfast.
well, that's true. As you can see, we have different kinds of seating here: 4 top, 2 top, 6 top, 8 top, 12 top. All kinds of tops. We can put different tables together. Of course, they do have the food along the side, and that changes daily and with meal, obviously. So right here, we do have the drink station. You can get some coffee, you can get some juice, you can get some ice water. Typically, they have lemonade, but I haven't seen it.
No, there was one day where I saw like people with glasses of lemonade, but I don't know where they got it.
Interesting.
But
it does change.
They have like orange juice, apple juice. I've seen people, I think, with like a fruit juice because it was red.
Okay.
And then ice and water.
So we continue on, more seats, some window seating here. This buffet does tend to get very crowded from our experience, especially during breakfast, which is when we've been coming to eat. And of course the food just continues along here. Again, changes by the day, changes by the meal. We won't bother showing you too much of that because it's just gonna depend.
Okay, so I think back here is maybe where you could find the glasses of lemonade where they'll have it already served up. It's breakfast right now, so I think that they only have apple juice.
Yeah.
But I think this is maybe where you would find a lemonade.
Actually, I see a lemon flavored beverage base right there, and a fruit punch beverage, like you said. So You can get those here. Like Chell said, it is breakfast right now, so they don't have them out. But that's where you can get them. They do also have some tea packages. Some, I think you can get coffee back over there. All the accoutrement, and then also some hot chocolate.
Yeah.
If you're so inclined. So now we continue on. This is where like the food kind of wraps around the center area here, but then this is where the food also starts to get out into these middle islands. And you'll find that a lot of them are mirrored. So like this side has like sausage, bacon, and hash browns right now. That side would have sausage, bacon, and hash browns right now. And then in the middle, this is like kind of the dessert or cereal at breakfast. So then this is the middle point that Chelsea was talking about. So now if you go that way, it'll be everything that you just saw over here. Yeah. Just on that side of the ship.
So you find the orange tree and you know that you're in the very middle of your circumference of windjammers.
And then of course this is a big bay. This is actually a really nice place to sit and eat because you have all the windows out here on the back side of the ship.
The design in here is really nice, like the lighting fixtures and like just the decor. It's very nice, very new and crisp and clean.
Yes.
But it just gets a little crowded.
So that's how it goes. Yeah. So that is the back side of Deck 11, Windjammer Buffet, and as you saw a minute ago, Chops and Jaime's. So now we're gonna head back out and show you the rest of Deck 11. Before we leave the Windjammer though, we were coming back out, you can see Jaime's right there, and then that's where we just were in the back center. There's another Coke Freestyle machine though, sign right on the comm, it's tucked up in there. Hidden treasure. Alright, so we're outside on Deck 11 next to these windows right now. Back through there is the elevators and stairs on both sides, and then in the middle the entrance to the Windjammer, Chops, and Jaime's. So let's show you everything else here. We are out on the brand new redesigned pool deck. This is special to Navigator of the Seas.
Yes, and it's amazing.
Yes,
it's
so much
cool.
Better than the standard pool deck.
It really is.
We'll get to that in just a second. First, we're gonna go around here. This is El Loco Fresh. This is a newer dining venue available on Royal Caribbean, as the name might suggest. Tacos, burritos, quesadillas.
Yeah, it's actually everything that you can get is up here. It is included, so it's free to you.
Yeah.
We haven't eaten here yet, but we are going to in our day 3 vlog. So if you want to see the food more specifically, you can check that out.
So now we continue along, as you might expect, the loungers, tables, chairs. Look at new pool deck. Are you kidding me? We're gonna get into that more specifically in just a minute once we make our way around the whole deck. But they've added all these cool, colorful chairs, wicker style. They have comfortable seating like couches you can see here, wooden slat with the cushions. They have these like cabanas that you can just use. They're first come, first serve. There's no reservation for those. So that's really cool. Now we're gonna stop here for a second because we got a couple of things to note. Here's where you can rent life jackets for the kiddos or anyone who might need them, as well as the towel station. Scan your SeaPass card, they will get those towels out to you. You can use it for the pool deck, you can use it for the solarium, you can use it for the water slides, and you can even take them off the ship in port. First, we want to note the patty is here. This is where you can learn to scuba dive.
You can take a training session and you can learn how to scuba dive and be certified too. So if you have an excursion where you need to be certified to scuba dive, you can then do so.
Yes, and I believe they also sell some different equipment there as well. So they have some aqua lung, they have the gears, they have masks, they have snorkels, fins, different things like that, safety armbands, so very cool stuff. They post the hours of operation right here on the side. So it's actually closed today and it was closed yesterday. It was open for an hour and a half on our first day. So if you're on a 3-night sailing, you might want to come here as soon as you get on board and see when they're going to be open. Yeah. Now we're going to turn back around away from the solarium entrance. We're going to come back out around to the main pool deck area. This is a fun little photo op. It's designed like an old style camper. You just go in the door there, sit on the couch, be by the Sunset Beach. You got your luggage trunks up above. You can close your curtains. Ta-da! So now we turn back away. We see more tables and chairs. This is the Lime and Coconut Bar. This is a brand new venue. Again, new to Navigator of the Seas. You can see the sign there. Hoppin' Bar. People are always here. This must be a big hit because it's always packed.
Oh yeah. Lots
of umbrellas though, lots of shade available. And look at how they've done the design of the pool. So they've added some plants and these cool little leaf frond features here. But right when you come in, it's like very, very shallow. Only a couple of inches of water. They have these little pedestals you can sit on. They even have lounge chairs that you can see there that are in the shallow part. And then that just continues on around. And then the deeper pool is located here. And then it's a mirror on the other side as well. And then big hot tub right there elevated on the front. I mean, it's just an awesome design.
It's so cool. I like how colorful and bright everything is. They like really tried to make this a fun place to be.
And it is. You can see more cabanas over there as well as up on the next deck. We'll show you those when we get up there. So right next to the Lime and Coconut Bar on the opposite side of that fun little photo op, you'll see this other trailer design. This is soft serve where they have vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, and twist ice cream cones.
Yeah.
Coming back around, there's some more tables and chairs there, and then some loungers going down this side, more cabanas, stairs up to the hot tub. Do have the freshwater shower, and then again the pool being mirrored on this side, same as over there. The other thing we want to point out is they do have the big video board. They show lots of movies up on there. They're showing something right now, and that's pretty standard throughout Royal Caribbean ships. And so of course they have it here on Navigator. The Seas, another cabana, more lounge chairs, and then they do have the kids play area, splash area right there. Very colorful, very fun. So then we come back around. This is where you go back in to get to the Windjammer. The only other thing we have here, this is Johnny Rockets Express. And I think this is a really good idea. Most Royal Caribbean ships feature Johnny Rockets, but honestly, it doesn't ever get utilized that much.
It's true.
So instead of taking up a huge restaurant space for that, they've done this kind of quick serve to go dealio. Now this is a la carte. It is a separate charge, not included with your cruise fare. You can see the menu here. Prices are pretty decent though, honestly. You can get regular food, you can get shakes, soft drinks, all that kind of stuff. They do have all the condiments.
And honestly, I've seen more people at this quick thing than I have ever on any other Johnny Rockets.
Yeah.
It's just a standalone restaurant kind of thing.
So I think that was a very smart decision.
I think so too.
Alright, so now that's going to wrap up this area of the pool deck. We're going to walk forward a little bit here and show you the rest of deck 11 by going down the pool deck. Alright, so back out to the pool deck. There's the soft serve, and we turn now, come through these sliding glass doors, and we enter the solarium. As I mentioned, you can enter from the other side of the deck as well. So they have comfortable lounging spaces. They even have beds that you can lay on. They have huge hot tubs here. One here, one on this side, and then of course the solarium pool right here in the middle with the plants around it, and the solarium bar, which is closed right now, but does have some bar seating. They do offer drinks there. And again, this is kind of a mirror image situation. This side is the same as that side. Loungers, chairs, beds, a hot tub.
We do have cubbies here too if you need to store anything. If you don't want to put it on the chair, you can actually put it in something, so that's nice.
It is nice, and this is for ages 16 and up.
Correct.
So good to know. So again, it just kind of wraps around on both sides, and then we're gonna head through there and show you the last little bit of deck 11.
Yeah.
Alright, so back out to the solarium right there, and now we come through sliding glass doors. You can see it is labeled solarium on this side as well as that side. We have the elevators and stairs here, as well as one of those overlooks that we mentioned earlier. This does not look down into the Centrum. This looks over this little planetary design down into the Promenade. This is actually, our room is right over there. So this is kind of a new area. These are all like brand new rooms. And so you can access them through this center hallway, or you can also access them through the hallway down there, actually where our room is.
Yeah.
So this, and there's just kind of, as you can see, some chairs and stuff here.
In case you do want to see what our room looks like, we did do a full room tour of it, and we'll link that video to this video.
But right now, we're gonna head up to deck number 12. All right, we're back on deck 12. There's the little planetary design. We're on the overlook here, and you can see out to the pool deck. So we turn right around. We're at the front of the ship here. This is the entrance to the Vitality at Sea Spa.
Yes.
Get all your treatments, massages, all that jazz.
And we can't show you that because it's just a bunch of rooms, the treatment rooms.
Yeah.
We can show you the front desk, but we can't go in the treatment rooms because we're not getting a treatment.
And we don't want to be rude to anyone who is getting a treatment. So there's the front desk. They'll be glad to help you, tell you all about all the services. They even have some information out here on the table that you can look at. Now we're gonna head outside though and show you the rest of deck 12. Before we head outside, there's the elevator. There's a fun little walk around or walk across where you can see down on that side and this side and out. And then this little hidden sliding glass door comes out to overlook the solarium here and continue on with the sun deck, I guess we could call it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of that here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Some fun photo ops here and on the other side as well with the VW style camper van and the surfboards. One thing we do want to mention is that right here there is the wheelchair lift here on the port side of the ship.
Yeah, just let a staff member know if you need it, and they'll help you with that.
Yes. So they've added these very fun, colorful lounge, I call them 3/4 domes.
Yeah.
They're made out of this like plastic fun stuff. It's very colorful and they're actually very comfortable.
They are. They really put in like a lot of fun seating, like in this pool deck, sun deck area.
Well, as you can see, the colorful chairs we mentioned earlier, more of these little domes, and then more of these cabanas that you can get a lot of shade from. And again, those are just first come, first serve. They have hammocks. Look at that. There's hammocks here and there's actually hammocks further down. We'll show you in a little bit. Same kind of thing on each side. It's just loungers and stuff. Right up here, you can see the sign that says Lime and Coconut Rooftop. That's where we began the video. We'll be back up there later, but that's how you access that. As we continue on, again, this is just going to be a lot of lounge space for this part. They do have a continuation of the Lime and Coconut bar here, but it's only open sometimes. But you can come down and they have this cool little area, shaded chairs and tables, some more sun loungers. Look at these big comfy cushion chairs with like little tables.
Yeah, that's nice.
Great design there. We have high tops with bar stool seating. We have some more colorful loungers, more comfortable seating and chairs there, bar rail seating, and then at night all these lights come on. We showed that in our day 1 vlog,
yeah.
So check that out if you'd like to see what this looks like at night. It's really cool. So then again, it's kind of a mirror image, lounges, hammocks, chairs, a hot tub, and it's the same on this side. So we're only gonna go down the one side, but just know that side is the same. There's even a shower up there as well. So now we're gonna head down this side and show you more of that. All right, so as we continue, there's where we just were in the seating area up above the Lime and the Coconut. As you can see, again, these domes, loungers, hammocks, cabanas, but this is the jogging track, as you can see, painted here on deck number 12. So if you want to get your jog on, this is where you'll do it. And they do have these cool, like very elongated oval hot tubs up on top of the pool deck here. Looks over the pool, looks out over the ship. You can see lots of different things. And then again, those freshwater showers that I mentioned right here before you get into the hot tub. So continuing along, we have more loungers, lots and lots of cabanas, as you can see. Jogging track, you can see painted on the floor. Just follow it along and it continues through there behind the theater screen that's up on deck. One fun thing though, Mario's cabana. This is Super Mario's office.
Yeah, he's the person who has sailed the most, has the most Royal Caribbean sailings under his belt, and he's on the ship right now, and he has his own private cabana.
So you cannot use this one.
Yeah.
That is reserved for Super Mario, but of an infamous, maybe now famous person in Royal Caribbean lore.
He deserves it. He basically lives on, not basically, he lives on the ship. Yeah.
So pretty cool. Come by here and say hi to Mario. Here's Mario's cabana. There's the pool deck. There's the theater screen and the jogging track. This is the smoking area. So we're on deck 12 at the back of the ship on the starboard side.
Yeah.
That's where you can find the smoking area, obviously in the casino as well. All right, so Mario's cabana and smoking section over here. We've come along the jogging track behind the movie screen, but we wanted to show you 1 mile, 8 laps. So get your run on. That's how much you need to do. So now we come over here. We are now on the starboard side of the ship, but we're going to go inside this glass door, which is available on the other side as well. So now inside deck 12 on the back of the ship, you can access the Vitality at Sea Fitness Center. So right back there is where we're just standing. We traverse this very long hallway and you can see Vitality at Sea Fitness Center right inside here. So we come in, there's no one really working out right now. We wouldn't want to show that out of respect, but since there isn't, we'll go ahead and show you the fitness center. Looks like they have different lockers, some towels, they have resistance machines, they have treadmills and ellipticals through there, TVs of course, and it kind of just wraps around. They do have some free weights I can see back there. They do have some sign-ups for fitness classes right here. So you can see they have some treadmills and free weights right here, some more resistance machines, and then it comes out. We have the glass looking out on the back of the ship, so a very nice view. And then also back here you can see it says aerobics. So you come back through this area and this is where they'll have aerobics classes like spinning. There's also some more free weights, medicine balls, a water fountain with a water bottle fill on it, yoga mats, so do different classes back here.
This definitely seems like a class space.
Very cool. So we mentioned the lockers here. There's some locker instructions on how to use them. So
pretty cool.
Pretty cool. And that's the end of the fitness center. We'll head back out. All right, so right back down that hallway was the fitness center. Now we're gonna come over here to the starboard side of the ship because we wanna show you where you enter Adventure Ocean for the kids. There it is. Dun, da, da, da. So down this colorful hallway, watch the TV when you come around the corner. It's kind of like sticking out there. But this is fun, right? Like all the different colors definitely puts off a kid's zone vibe to it. So right here, the glass doors you can see, that's like the main adventure ocean area. You can see the sign there, going there for all the kiddos. But on the right is the Royal Baby and Tots nursery.
And we, like we mentioned before, we filmed this when we first got on board so we could film it without children in the video, and we'll show you that footage right now.
So this is the kids area here, and they have some awesome stuff like these big beanbag rectangles. Look at that huge TV, that is massive. Looks like some video game systems here with video game chairs, audio piped in, have an activity center. They have over here some more TVs showing different things, and some board games and toys and little fun little lounge chairs, a little lounger right there. Even have a little, look at this. It's like foosball, but it's hockey. That's so cool.
Yes, this is awesome.
Some more loungers. They have books you can read, board games, other lounge chairs, little cut-off cubbies. Look at this fun stuff. They got all these little colored plastic windows, another arts and activity center, and then look at this, like a miniature rock climbing wall. That's pretty cool. With little stairs to go up.
I could get to the top of this one.
Yeah, easy. I might hit my head. And in the nursery entry area, check-in, the little play area, and then they actually have cribs and beds that are tucked further around.
Yeah, they're in like separate closed-off rooms, and we're not gonna go into those. But yeah, it's here. It's right next to Adventure Ocean.
Adventure Ocean, enter right there. There's the sign, Adventure Ocean, and then right next to it, you see Royal Babies and Tots.
Yeah, it's really cute.
So there you go, pretty cool spot. So now we're gonna head back out because that is the end of deck number 12.
Yes.
So we're gonna head up to lucky 13. All right, deck 13, and I kind of told a story earlier. I said that 1, 2, and 3 were the only ones that were disjointed, but once you get to the top, obviously it's split between where the funnels go up. So 13 is where that starts. So on the back side here, we have some sports and recreational stuff, and on the front side we have sun deck and Navigator dunes. So we're at the back of the ship right now. You can see the elevators and the stairs. We're gonna come right out here. It's pretty obvious.
All the fun is here.
Water slides, the flow rider, the living room, which is the teens area, all coming out through these doors. So let's come out here and show you what we got. All right, so right when you come out of the hallway, literally we just exited right there, there is a map here that shows you where everything is. So that's really handy. Turning left, we have our ping pong table, of course, and then the entrance to the basketball court, which this is full size, 2 rims. They also have soccer nets. All the balls are out here, and as you can see, all the fun action of the water slides going on up above us.
And rock wall.
And there's the rock climbing wall up on the next deck. So just to give you a little bit of orientation and some fun statue people creeping down up there. Now this stairwell area goes up to the suite lounge. As you can see, reserved for suite guests and Pinnacle Club. It's a suite lounge guest access only up there. So we are not either of those things. We cannot show you that.
Nope.
Coming around now on the starboard side of the ship, you see a sign that says the living room. That's the teens area. So you're gonna follow that to access that area. Here we have the Riptide. This is the mat racer water slide that comes out right here. And this is the landing area for that. And this is actually where you will pick up the mats for the Riptide. You'll go up the stairs over here, we'll show you in a minute, to access the water slide. But because you come down right there, the mats go up on the rack. They do have some hammocks and lounge spaces here, colorful hammocks. Very fun and very nice looking. And then we get to the very back of the ship. And so right between the flow rider, the hammocks, and where you get off of the mat racer, you see these stairs that go down to where the seating is for the flow rider, and you see it says the living room. So you go right down those stairs, and that will dump you off in the living room, which is the teens area. Now, we actually got to film that back on day 1, much like the kids area, because there was no one in there.
Yeah.
And it's actually a really cool spot. We'll show it to you right now. Here we are, there's the flow rider on the back of the ship, and then you just come down these stairs here. We're on the starboard side of the ship, and you see it says the living room. So come down the stairs here. And how awesome is this? For the first time ever, I'm jealous of the teenagers.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Look at this. They got TVs out here. They got big couch sitting area. They got chairs and loungers. Look at this. Little arboreal action.
This is crazy cool.
Look at the Adirondacks, different colors. They got loungers. Very nice.
Central Park.
This is awesome. And you can see the slide, the mat racer slide coming right out over the ship and right over the living room here. So then you come through, that's back outside, and then check this out. There's a pool table. They have more seating areas in here. They have loungers, they have books, huge TV, foosball, they got other TVs, and it's like super air conditioned in here. Another TV over there, looks like maybe some video game hookups. And then this cool little van, which I don't know if it serves a purpose, but it's fun. There's the pool equipment, air hockey. Ah, and then tucked up into the corner, 4 TVs and game chairs, as well as restrooms.
This is so cool.
This is awesome.
This is so much fun.
Very impressive. And then also right here is where you come down the stairs to get to the living room, which you enter right here. But when you come this way, there's actually this cool little sun deck that comes around, and it goes all the way around. You can see great views from the back. And when you get to the other side, that's where that fitness center comes out, and you can go in there. So there you go.
Wow, wasn't it cool?
Very cool. This is the Flow Rider, which as you can see is not currently operating, but yeah, just check your time schedule on the cruise compass to see when that goes. This is the one and only flow rider for this ship. Turning to the right, this is the stairwell, as you can see, for the Blaster, the water coaster slide, and for the Riptide mat racer. You go up the stairs here to access those. This is the check-in desk where you can store some belongings. They'll give you all the safety information. They'll check your height and weight there to make sure you're good for both water slides, as well as some information on how to handle the flow rider. Now back over here we have some more loungers, and then this is the Blaster. This is actually the water coaster, the longest water coaster at sea currently, and the longest portion of suspended water slide track out over the ship. That entire pink section going up and down is actually out over the ship.
Yeah, breaking records.
Yes. This is cool though. Right here next to the informational desk, they do have a conveyor belt. When you come off the water coaster, they'll take the tube from you, put it on the conveyor belt, and it takes it up for you so you don't have to carry it.
That's really nice. So you do have to carry your mat up if you're doing the racer, but you don't have to take your tube up if you're doing the coaster.
So now we wrap back around and we return back to the basketball court. So now we're just gonna wrap around here and go up those stairs, show you some of the other stuff. All right, here at the corner of the basketball court, there's the hallway where we first came out. Wanted to show there's another ping pong table on this side. And then you can see it says rock climbing wall right here with the hours of operation and all the things you need to know. The rock climbing wall is currently closed, so they don't want people accessing that stairwell. But as we showed you a minute ago, you just take the stairs up and the rock climbing wall is right up there. That's gonna do it for the back end of the ship on deck 13. Now we need to go down to 12, go to the front, and go back up to show you the Navigator dunes. All right, back out on deck 12 here, back out on the sun deck with the jogging track, and it's pretty obvious, right? You can see the water coaster back there. That was deck 13 where we just were, and obviously that is not connected. It's open air, so we have to walk back along deck 12 and go up the stairs back here to get to that part of deck 13. So that's where we're headed right now. So lime and coconut rooftop where we started the video, and then back here where we showed you the fun little wall art, the loungers, and the wheelchair lift. So we're gonna go up the stairs here. You can see it says Navigator Dunes right there, but there's a little bit more than that up on the front part of deck 13. So we are forward at the front of the ship. As you can see, we have plenty of loungers here, and we even have some of those maybe half dome loungers. Those are fun, and there's never anyone up here really, so most of these are always open and available for use, and so that's kind of nice. It's kind of a quiet place to hang out. And another cool thing they have are these like curved, arched showers. This is the Navigator Dunes. They do have some shaded Adirondack chairs and tables there. So this obviously is the miniature golf course. As you can see, very fun, very colorful. Lots of characters with the animals and some pirate designs, lighthouse, that kind of thing. So
it's really fun and really zany. We're gonna do it on our day 3 vlog. So if you want to see us actually putting and making holes in lines, you can check that out.
There you go. So Navigator Dunes, there's where we came up over on the starboard side of the ship. Turning to the port side, it's a mirror image once again.
Yeah.
Just more loungers, dome loungers, shower. So now what we're gonna do is we have to go back down to 12, go all the way back down the ship so we can go up to deck 14.
Yes.
So let's do that now. Oh, but while we are transversing deck 12 to get back to where we were, did want to point out that these cabanas and lounges you can see are roped off. This is for like suite guests or higher level crown and anchor. You have to have a colored sea pass card to use those.
Special loungies.
Now we'll head back down. All right, so back on deck 13. So again, just to explain that, here's where we were in Navigator Dunes in the sun deck. Obviously this is open air, it doesn't connect. So we had to come back down to 12, come back, now back up onto 13, but actually we're gonna head up to 14 because 14 and 15 are only on this side of the ship. There's nothing over here. So now let's head up to 14 and show you what's up there. All right, we've just come up the stairs here from deck 13, so you can see here's the elevators on 14. So we just turn right here. This is Azumi. This is the sushi Japanese restaurant. I'll just do a quick peek in here. Look at that, lots of panoramic windows, nice seating and views in there. They have a sushi bar as well. We have not dined there, so we can't really speak to it. Now continuing on in here, you can see the sign says the Cosmopolitan Club. So this is a multi-use space. If you saw our Mariner of the Seas videos, this was Ellington's, the lounge that we really liked. You can see they have a stage here, TV, disco ball, lights. There's a bar in the center called the Crow's Nest. That's pretty cool. Also, there is the interior entrance for the suite lounge. We showed you the stairs outside. So that's where you enter from the inside. And look at all the seating. Comfortable lounge space, plenty of spaces to sit, and they do have some restrooms on the back side there as well. So, there's only one other thing to show here. Kind of. So back right here near the entrance to the suite lounge, you can see there's stairs that are roped off here. This goes up to deck 15. There's only one thing on deck 15, which we're going to get to in just a second. But we did want to show that if you do need to access deck 15 for that and you are a wheelchair user, there is a chair lift here. So you would just need to transfer from your wheelchair to this lift, which will then take you up the stairs, and then someone can assist you getting your wheelchair up to the next level. Unless your wheelchair is too heavy or you use like a motorized scooter, then they will get one of their wheelchairs to provide for you.
Exactly. So just let the staff know and let them know as early as possible so they can plan for your assistance, but they will assist you.
So now let's go show you what we're talking about is up on deck 15. Alright, so here's the elevators, Cosmopolitan Club, Izumi, and then if you look right at these stairs, the Royal Escape Room. It's the only thing up on deck 15. As you can see, it's roped off right here, but we are actually about to do that escape room right when we finish this tour. So what we'll do is a little more editing magic. We're going to show you what it just looks like going up the stairs, and then a quick look inside the room itself that doesn't give anything away. So we'll put that in right now. Alright, so that's deck 14 and deck 15 all together. So now we will return to our originating spot. Alright guys, we are back up on top of the world here, on top of the lime and coconut bar in this fun little sun deck seating area. Where we began this grand adventure. We hope you have enjoyed this tour. We hope it gives you a really good look and an idea of what all awesome things Navigator of the Seas has to offer.
Yeah, we super enjoyed this ship. It's gorgeous. I mean, you can see, I mean, they did so many fun things with this ship, so many cool new ideas, and we have thoroughly enjoyed it, and it is definitely one worth sailing on for sure.
And if you would like to check it out in person, we would love to make that happen for you. We are travel agents. We can help assist you with booking Navigator of the Seas or Royal Caribbean in general, and our services are complimentary. It does not increase your cost at all. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. We love chatting about different things. We do respond to all of those. But if you'd like to book Royal Caribbean or book Navigator of the Seas or get some more information about that, we do have a website and our travel agent emails. You can find that information at the end of all of our videos. We will also link and make a playlist to all of our other videos from Navigator of the Seas, the daily vlogs, our room tour. This tour will be in there, as well as our experience at Perfect Day at CocoCay, which was yesterday. We highly recommend you go check out that video when it drops, because that was a blast of fun. Hopefully you've enjoyed this tour. I think we showed you just about everything that we could. And so hopefully you now have a great idea of what Navigator of the Seas has to offer. So with that being said, on a very sunny day here in Nassau, Bahamas, we will sign off. Happy travels!
Happy travels!